Hello guys, this is Xiong. Today I'm back again for another movie review for you guys. And today is a movie about about a group of soldiers coming back from Iraq. And the movie is called Thank You for Your Service. A really interesting title, I would say. Thank you for your service. And that way you know it's a movie about military. It's something about military, and that's good. When I was in school, I took a script writing class, and the teacher emphasized on the title of the movie, because the title of the movie will capture the audience intention. Thank you for your service. It captured my attention, because I know that, when we thank our soldier, we always say thank you for your services in anything really, in customer service or anything, but mainly is military services. So that captures my attention. So I'm gonna talk about the pros and the con. The pro: Miles Teller, Haley Bennett, and Boule Collier acting was superb. They did a great job of embodying those real life characters. It didn't feel like it was fake. It felt like it was believable. They did their job. It was not superb, but it did the job. It was like, you know what? I believed it. I like this story. I like this movie because it did better than the American Sniper. It did better than some of these other war movie after soldiers come back. This one really shows it a little bit more of the effect of being in a war. I like that a lot. It revealed to us, the audience, it shows us how a soldier feels when he comes back home. Okay, so let's talk about that. Traumatic effect of the injuries, like Bela, his Solo, he had a brain injury. One of the two soldiers had brain injury. I believe he was caught on fire. He had memory loss and he forget things, and you feel like he's lost. He doesn't know what's going on, and our main character feel like he's sad because of this one particular event. When one of his his superior told him, you need to stay on base, and I'm gonna go do this patrol. His commander or his superior that's above him was killed, and he held responsible that it should have been him. He hold that burden, and of the aftershock. He made a wrong turn, and it cost one of his men, his head being shot, and it's like he dropped this man on the stairway. It's like all this crazy event that can have an effect on anybody, really. You don't have to be a super soldier. When you see those kind of effect and you see what he see, you are traumatized by it. Even I have to admit, I was traumatized seeing the bloodshot. It was just like, whoa, it's like, okay, shit got real fast. And so that was, it was like, okay, it was interesting. We got the shock, and then we had to come back home to be, civilians. So it was like, to me, it was like we were going on a journey with these soldiers. Not so much on the battlefield, but adapting to become a civilian. That was the hardest part for the soldiers. And the PTSD, how these soldiers are mired by this PTSD effect, of the event in the war. There was one scene where Miles Teller go out in the wood and he sees someone, and he thought it was one of his buddies, but it wasn't his buddy. He was just seeing things. So it's like it was this PTSD effect, and it was slowly creeping on him. So that was kind of interesting way of showing that PTSD have a range of severity, just like any sickness or disorder. It may have some hard effect on other, may not. So it was interesting to show the range. And I like the way that they show how some soldier was having hard time, easy time adjusting to civilian life. It's never easy. When you're coming back from war, it's never easy. And I can't say that truly because I've never been in the war, and I can only see what's being shown to me and hear from others what others will tell me. And I like that our main character, he had a personal responsibility for his not his subordinate but his teammate, to make sure they make it alive every patrol, and then make sure they make it alive coming back, becoming civilian. So it was like you feel like he had this big burden because he was a sergeant, so he was superior to these men that are under him. So you get to see that he hold a big burden over him. And also I like that they pointed out the wait time for getting VA services. And when I saw all those people sitting in the VA building, it was just like, this is kind of help they're getting when they come back from back from war. The time that they have given to the government, the training, the fighting, and the system does not help them to adjust to the civilian life, to give them the benefit that they need, and a way for them to accommodate to civilian life. It's just the system it's not accommodating to the soldiers that are coming back from war. So you get to see the medical aspect, the medical issues of this, the military services, which is horrible. The wait line was horrible. The VA service is great. Just the wait time was just long. I mean, you don't know what these soldiers gonna do in those 8-9 period. And this movie they show with one soldier committed suicide out in public at the bank. It's just like, do we really want these soldiers to become the statistic or number while they wait to get services? They have given up their time and to serve their country. We should be repaying them the best we can. So that's the pro about this movie. The con is there's not a lot about. The only thing I can really think about, the movie need a little slightly better ending. Maybe a kiss, maybe a hug, maybe a cry, maybe he actually now fully, commit to his wife, to his kids, that sort of thing, just to kind of tie the knot at the end of the movie. There's a lack of music score. I don't always, this kind of movie, you don't really need a music score because this is more a documentary kind of style. Not a documentary style, but follow a true life story, true events. The lack of cinematography, camera shots, just let that, the beautiful shot and the lighting, that sort of thing, to make a movie really strong. But overall, it is a good movie. This movie shows the flaws of the system, of the military service system, health system. Show how there's no pathway for the soldier to really follow. There's no checkpoint for the soldier to check, and that for the soldier to break it down for them, so they know, okay, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to do for me, my family. It reveals a lot of things to us as the audience. As us as a civilian, we don't understand what the soldiers go through. So, I really enjoyed this movie. I felt like it was really emotional, in a good way. I felt for these soldiers. I feel like they were helpless. I feel like they didn't get the the reward that they deserve coming back home. So on that final note, guys, I'm going to give this movie a 7 out of 10. Again, a 7 out of 10. I highly recommend you go watch this movie. It will worth your time. You will be more appreciative of your servicemen, the men soldiers who are fight for America. They're really giving up their life and their time for us in ways that we don't know, and we need to appreciate them more so, because when they come back home, they're not the same person anymore. They're changed. Their life is not the same. So again, on that note, for all you veterans out there, I want to thank you for your service.